Hello there, welcome to another art workshop. My name is Erin Witherspoon, and in case you're not familiar with me, I like to help people who are in recovery from an eating disorder to develop their creative journaling practice so that they can heal. In today's workshop, I'm going to show you how I draw vines. When I first started journaling, I would draw vines all over everything because they were quick and cute, and you can do a whole lot of different things with them. Today I'm going to show you two ways to draw, well, one way to draw vines and another way to embellish them a little bit differently, just to change up the look a little bit. So what you're going to need for today's tutorial, you might wonder, well, you'll need a pencil, an eraser. I've got a couple. You're going to want a pen of some sort or felt tip markers, which is what I use. So this is a black marker, and I've also got a couple of green fine point felt tip markers, just in case I decide I want to add some color. All right, so we're going to start with the pencil, although with this technique you might find you don't really need it for too long. So we're going to start with the pencil, and I'm going to show you how to form the leaf shape that I use in most of my vines. So how I do the leaves is, well, it's an extension of the question mark. So think of it like a question mark. I'm going to just do a kind of a curved question mark, not the kind that goes like this and is straight, although no, that wouldn't make quite the same shape. But you want to do just the curved kind of question mark. And then you're going to want to do a curved question mark the other way. And that's all there is to it. So you're going to do a curved question mark, and then you're going to try to do it backwards. And it doesn't matter if, they almost look like hearts, really. It doesn't matter if the backwards question mark is the right shape or not. So the shape of the leaves can be a little bit varying. Once you get really good at making your hand do that shape, you'll be able to do them like this, all in one shot without stopping. They're almost like teardrops, I guess, but super pointy teardrops. Okay, so that is the shape of what the shape of the leaves is going to be, and you might want to just spend some time practicing that, or you can jump into drawing vines and practice it on the vines. Why don't we do that? Okay, so imagine there's a flower down here, or a surprise box of something wonderful, and you want to draw vines around it. So let's say it's just a present. Okay, beautiful, right? Beautiful, of course. You're going to start your vines. I'm going to start them just kind of like it's behind the box. All I do is a big old squiggle. That's it. There is my vine. Isn't it perfect? Once you get the squiggle, that's the main stem of your vine, and you're going to want to draw the shoots off of that main stem, and then you're going to attach your leaves to those shoots. So they can go any old direction. That's the beauty of vines, is it doesn't really matter. There's no, like, they get all crazy and overlapped and all kinds of craziness happens. Well, that one even went backwards. What? I'm in such a goofy mood today. Okay, so now you've got your shoots that come off of there. You can start by drawing a leaf on the end of each of the shoots. See what I mean about getting to practice it while you learn to draw the vines? So you just look for wherever one of the shoots ended and draw your little leaf shape. Okay, now I'm going to assume that you are super speedy and you've added the leaves to all of your shoots. To thicken this vine up a little bit, if you want it to look a little thicker, all you do is some more shoots. You do shoots off of each of the shoots, and you're going to add leaves to these too. And just like that. I'm gonna do some over here as well. This is gonna be a super quick video because there really isn't much secrets to drawing vines. Now if you want to add a little bit more depth to that, here I'm going to add a couple of leaves in here because it's going to drive me batty if I don't. If you want to add a little bit more depth and fun to that, what I like to do is I'll take, instead of just doing a shoot for a leaf, I'll do a squiggle. So bend it a couple of times and then do a coil. And it just kind of, it fills some space with a little bit of a different visual interest. You don't want them all, you don't want it all just to be leaves, or I don't anyway. All right, so because I'm brave, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop using my pencil, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some in just marker. Adding in some curly Q swirls. You can just keep going like that until you fill up whatever it is space that you want to fill with it. And you can even wrap some vines around whatever the object is that you've got in the foreground of your image. Like that, and just keep building on that with more swirls and more leaves until you get it looking the way you want it to look. Now there's another way to draw these leaves, or I guess to add on to what you've already drawn. You're going to draw it the same way, but this time instead of just drawing the leaf shape and calling it a day, I'm going to encourage you to add a little bit of visual interest to the leaf itself. And I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so to add a little bit of visual interest to the leaf itself, super easy. Just do a little bit of a flick from where the stem joins the leaf to show like that center kind of spine of the leaf. And then you're going to pick one side or the other and you're going to darken it or thicken it up. So on mine, the bottom side of all of these leaves is going to be thicker than the top side. Pardon me. To do that, I just follow the shape that I've already drawn each leaf like that. And then when I go on to the other side, the leaves on the other side, I'm going to thicken again the bottom side of each of the leaves. Give each leaf a little flick and then thicken that bottom side. Now even just doing this technique will add enough visual interest to your vine, that you won't have to add as many of these little swirlies, but of course you can add them in if you want. So there you have 2 different ways to do super simple vines that don't look super simple. I didn't add any color, but I like them just the way they are. Thank you for watching my super quick tutorial on how I draw vines. If you like what you saw today, then by all means click the video that's on your screen now and you can get a little bit more from me and learn a little bit more about me and what it is that I like to do. Bye!